September Spectacular show. What we have here, we have Caleb Stills and Mike Marvel going at it. The winner is going to go on to the main event of the night. They will join the Motor City Monster Eddie Venom, as well as Austin Mannix in a three-way dance for the MPW heavyweight title. Very fortunate he was close to Gross there, because if Gutter locks that move in, Caleb Stills locks that move in, I don't think Mike Marvel's going to get out of it.
Yeah, and just to clarify any confusion, you may often hear it's called Caleb Stills Gutter. It was an alter ego he wrestled in for a long time, and Caleb has said himself he doesn't mind being still referred to him as Gutter. It was a large part of his wrestling career, but taking a different track now with his birth name, Caleb Stills.
And he's gone to more of a focus on technical wrestling, and I gotta say, I think it's been a good move because I think he's been even better as Caleb Stills.
Nice elbow drop there. Yeah, I'll agree with you there. I do think it is really given him a laser-like focus, reinventing himself in this fashion. He's getting the better of Marvel here right now, too. Kick to the leg there. And that's what you got to do to a guy like Mike Marvel. Ground him, because his aerial assault can be devastating.
Yeah, he definitely does not want Mike Marvel to start going to the top rope and hitting him with those high-risk maneuvers, because one of those and you can get a flash pin out of nowhere.
Right, well that's the advantage of it. High risk, high reward. We've seen him have success against a man the size of Movado with those type of maneuvers.
You're definitely right, and a huge chop there in the corner. We've seen Mike Marvel battle Movado several times, and quick cover here, only a 2. And to Mike Marvel's credit, he didn't always win, but he always survived, and just surviving against Movado, that says something for this guy's heart.
Punch there by Caleb Stills puts Marvel into the corner. Ready him for a whip into the opposite corner there, and took that one in his back and gets out. Last year he wrestles a gentleman's match. You mentioned earlier the sportsmanship, but he can go blow for blow. You mentioned the red welts on his chest. He gave those right back to Caleb Stills when he had an opening.
Absolutely did. Stills hits a big suplex, gets a 2 count out of it. Mike Marvel, you can see him holding his neck there, and again, we know Caleb Stills likes to finish with a crossface, with a regal stretch type maneuver. He's going to go for another suplex here, and devastating.
Right there. Yeah, like we said, the transition from Gutter to Caleb Stills, it had a cerebral effect, a very exacting effect on Caleb Stills.
Only a 2. Oh!
And look at right there. You talk about being quick. Caleb Stills no slouch either. That submission came out of nowhere. Now Marvel gets to the rope, but that's something you've got to be mindful of when you're in a match with a guy like this. They can turn a reversal so quickly. I mean, that went from a pin to suddenly you're in trouble.
That came out of absolutely nowhere. And what I've been impressed so far here by Caleb Stills, he has a game plan, and he's sticking to it. The neck, the arm, going for that submission whenever he can get it in there. I think he might have the real advantage here over Mike Marvel if he sticks to this game plan.
Again, we're seeing it here just moments ago. He drove a knee in the back of the shoulder blade. Now, a couple of elbows into that shoulder area. That one into the chest, neck area. He is really working it right here. Pin there. Marvel once again kicks out.
You can see the fatigue starting to take effect on Mike Marvel here, though. He is starting to slow down a bit, and that's bad for a guy who relies on his speed to win matches.
No doubt, fatigue eventually sets in for everybody. You can only be beaten up so long before elbows. Now hitting the ropes. Oh, kick right to the gut. Oh, vicious elbow to the side of the face. And that could be it here, as Caleb Stills has locked in his finisher here. Marvel seems to acting as a stimulus on him right now, though he does get to the ropes. Maybe just a little too close to the ropes there.
That's the sign of a smart wrestler. He knows he can't stay in that hold for long, and he got it as quick as he could.
Yeah, you've got to have that sense of desperation, that immediacy when a guy slaps you in a hold like that.
And also the sense of just where you are in the ring. That shows the experience Mike Marvel's starting to pick up. Just knowing that how close you are to the ropes and what you have to do to get there.
You know, you gotta wonder that this is a kind of a war of attrition that's developing. How long can Marvel sustain this beating? Caleb Stills is relentless. He is He has got a laser-like focus right now on those key areas, and he just keeps attacking.
One point to bring up Mike Marvel off the rope.
Tripped up.
Gets tripped up, and Caleb Stills. Caleb's going to go for his finish? No.
Picks him up. Thought it looked like he was thinking about it. Oh, what a slam there. That may do it right there. Maybe
That's
it's
it.
getting with the pin. 2 count. Kicked out. And then Marvel showing that resilience once more. But again, back to the point, Ryan. What do you think the odds are? He's going to get him in once again.
Oh, he's center ring. He's center ring. This is trouble.
This one is not going to be easy to worm out of here. Marvel fighting all of his heart to get there. I just don't know if he's got enough legs. He's still really rearing back now. He has got it locked in.
Come on, kid. You're almost there. You're almost there. He made it to the rope.
Locked in that cross-face submission maneuver. Once again, this time I don't think Marvel has any option than but to tap. And no shame in having to tap there. He fought out of it so many times, but in the end, great champion. It's either going to be the man right there, Caleb Stills, the Motor City Monster, Eddie Venom, or the newcomer, the wild card, Austin Mannix. We will see you then. Once again, we are the Mud Puppets. You can check us out at mudpuppets.com. Thank you. See you next time.